14 years ago, I was diagnosed with acute liver failure. No rhyme or reason, very rare liver disease that attacks 1 in 10,000 people. My liver had really completely shut down, and I had 48 hours to live.
Deanna Arnold, then an energetic 23-year-old, was facing death. She was rushed to the hospital and fell into a coma.
I was functioning at 6%, which is pretty much you're dead.
A liver transplant was her only hope.
My real life started the day that I had my liver transplant.
A 16-year-old who died in a car crash donated all her organs, and Deanna received the liver.
You know, every breath that I take, I thank them for the life that they've given me. The liver transplant went fine, but my memory was gone. At the age of 23, I had to learn how to read, write, walk, talk, tie my shoes, do everything that we do every day that we take for granted. I had to relearn all of that.
Today, Deanna is getting an annual checkup as a 14-year liver transplant survivor.
The hardest part about transplant, the whole part of transplant, is the patients waiting. They're getting sicker and sicker. Fortunately, it's a fatal process unless we get an organ in time.
I owe a lot to my dad. I owe my recovery to my dad, I really do. He was my rock the whole time that I was there. Well, I can accept defeat, or I can accept this new challenge and live this new life and just go forward and heads on and just live it. And that was the day that I said, okay, this is me, this is the new me, and I've not looked back since then, and I've just gone.
Of the 90,000 individuals waiting for organs now, about 60,000 of them are kidneys.
According to the New England Organ Bank, about 6,600 die each year because organs are not available.
The wait list is determined by how sick you are, so you can be sick for a very short period of time and get to the top of the list. That's good when it comes to getting a transplant because you're next up. However, to be at the top of the list, you also have to be very, very sick.
The score is called the MELD score, the Model of End-Stage Liver Disease. And that score, the person in the blood type with the highest score is offered the organ.
For many transplant patients, support group meetings are the key to making it through each day of waiting. Doug comes to the organ donor support group meeting to keep his spirits high as he awaits a liver.
Are you afraid to die?
No. No, I've had a pretty rocking life. The key to getting through all this, honestly, for me anyhow, is having a sense of humor.
He said my magic word. The magic word is attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just so lucky with this whole thing, it's ridiculous.
Deanna was inspired to start her own nonprofit organization, Dare to Be Alive, to help organ transplant patients and donors.
One of the reasons why I started the foundation with the mentoring program is to have that support, that one-on-one support. It's hard, just nobody gets it.
Apart from her organization that keeps her busy, Deanna's other passion is running marathons.
This is my favorite one because I got #1. I was the first one to register for the Yarmouth Seaside Festival, and I came in last place. But I had #1, but it was so much fun because as I was crossing the finish line, I'm shouting, I may be last, but I'm #1. I may be last, but I'm #1. Because, you know, I had #1, but I didn't care that I was coming last. It doesn't matter what your time is. It's all about finishing the race.
And the race for life is something Deanna will never stop fighting for.
I'm just going to keep running and running and running and going until I can't run anymore.
According to Dr. David Lewis, pre-owned parts can save a lot more lives. He says, the cornerstone of the business is increasing awareness about organ donation. If you're interested, contact your local organ bank or your Department of Motor Vehicles.
I feel for other people now. I can feel somebody's pain, and I care more. It's about how can I help you? What can I do for you? If you need something, you know, let me know. It's not about me anymore.
For DUTV 10, I'm Melanie Morris.